Hey guys, welcome to a special starseed reading. I've been really feeling as through this part of my expansion, going so deep within my core that I'm really finding my starseed roots. And I'm really feeling called to get a message for starseeds and to really look further into that. So, on our last reading, we were talking about connecting to the starlight and the fact that we are connected to the starlight. We starseeds, we have homes within the stars, and I'm finding that much time spent outside with the starlight and the moonlight and the sunlight is what's keeping me healthy with Mother Earth. And when I start hiding away in my dome, actually I don't want to start there, I feel ill and sick and depressed and suppressed, and I'm hyper focusing on all my problems. Now, I usually like to go with my Starseed Tarot, but I have the Aquarian Tarot today, and yes, it's much simpler, but I was called to have it here. Let's see what the messages are. We know that Aquarius is connected to the star, and that's healing. And I really feel like that's the times we're in. I really feel called to be here because we need healing. And there's that Eight of Wands again. We have the Eight of Wands and the Fool. This Eight of Wands is the main energy that we are in right now. It's healing forward. It's a balanced healing forward. It's like stability being created for the masculine and stability being created for the feminine with the new beginning. A new journey. Like a whole new set of eyes to see with on this journey. There's understanding here. There's understanding that wasn't there before. There's experience. There's wisdom. There's the connection of the masculine and feminine. The connection to meditation, as well as sacral chakra healing and the root chakra. That's what we've done here. And it's connected through the crown. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is putting the light within the cup with the sword. Telling our truths and being able to let go what is no longer serving us. This is connected to the moon. I can feel the moon's pull. The moon's pull and the moon's presence. It's creating a very pure flow of love and creative life force happiness for the feminine. And then the masculine is just feeling giddy. But in a very humble, playful, childlike way. There it is. Beautiful. The sun. So I feel the moon. Like it's like having fun. The child expanding with the moon. Knowledge of the sun. Wisdom of the sun. Experience of the sun. We put down our burdens. we put down our 10 of Wands. We put those down because we understand that with Judgment here, dawn is here, a new day is here, a new era, it's a new time. That's just what we're seeing with the Fool. We've expanded enough to see what is pure for us. We've expanded enough to see what is keeping us feeling sick, stuck, just stagnant, not feeling good. We don't want to feel good anymore. We want to, it's like when you activate that child, you get that youthful energy again. And now we have created the Four of Rods. And this is the Four of Wands. And that is what we are creating. The masculine and feminine each creating this space. We're each creating the space within. And this is restoring balance. The Six of Pentacles, balance restored. And the that's the Three of Cups. But that's because I was going to stop there, and we're not stopping there because the message is the Chariot and the Hangman. We have the Chariot and the Hangman. And that's a message, and it's connected to this. It's connected to the wheel turning and the Four of Pentacles. This all ties back into our last reading. We just get the Abundance card, everybody. This is how we're going to shift. This is not letting go to our luxuries. This is keeping us stuck. This is keeping us in control. There's no room for the light. We have to shift out of that space so that the wheel turns. So we need to connect to the Cups energy, the masculine, feminine, and child. And even just healing. I even just see healing circles within your lives. Who do you heal with? Who do you connect with to heal with? And this is going to allow the transformation and the wheel to turn, because right now the wheel is stuck. Because we are stuck. We unstuck ourselves and the wheel spins. And if we pray hard enough and we're really stuck, a lot of the times the Tower comes in to give us a hand. This is all going back to our Nine of Pentacles and our Two of Pentacles. This is balance. Oh, and this is quite beautiful too that we have the Eight. This is all about working away at achieving balance on our spiritual quest. That's what we're doing. We're just working away at achieving balance while we are on our spiritual quest. And it's the growth. It's the growth of the Two of Cups. And what we are putting in the cup. Because we move away from the Five of Wands, the disconnect. And when we do that, we achieve healing. And the Six of Cups. And that's what we're manifesting. We're literally manifesting this space of healing. I just want to jump behind the camera with you guys and be watching. Because we're going here. This is what we're working so hard to create, our Ten of Pentacles. That's why we want the wheel to turn. Ready? Let's see. Actually, let's see what's being activated here where I was going first. That's right. Here we go. Guys, this is beautiful. I'm so thankful and happy that I made it here today. The Eight of Wands. That's the magic that's in the air right now, and it's connected to the root. We are getting grounded. Woo! We're going on a new adventure, and that's what we need. We need that new set of eyes for this adventure. We don't want the eyes of the past. We want our expanded eyes, and that's going to allow us to see into this future and move freely. The wands light the way, even if the destination is not yet clear. If spirit lies on the road ahead, are you ready for your next adventure? It's time to focus on what you value. Your ambition is the necessary foundation. Your ambition is the necessary foundation. And that's how we build off of our passions, our will, our driving force to create. And we always remember it's about healing. It's about healing with our passions, healing with joy, healing with wonder. You may not yet be aware that you have arrived, but the path to freedom and manifesting requires you to acknowledge that you have created more than you once imagined. This card offers a conclusion, a solution, results, momentum, travel, and rewards. And we know it's harvest time. We know we're going to go through to the next level. We are literally doing this. I love these cards. I love these cards. Oh. Now let's get a message from the moon. And then I want to get a message from the sun. Because as starseeds, we're hanging with the moon and the sun. That's our balance. And I'm really finding that for myself to stay balanced, time with the sun and time with the moon is very important. Now, many cards flipped over and one card flipped there. So let's get the messages of the cards that have just flipped down here first and see what we've got. Now, we've got Saturn return, age, and we know Saturn is returning from being in retrograde. That is one of the things that is happening. I do believe it's on the 18th. Mars, force. Scorpio, I transform. We have the 11th house, friends. And there we go. There is Aquarius right there. This will be the card of Aquarius, the 11th house, because we know after that is the 12th, and that's Pisces. Virgo, I analyze. And that's also very interesting as the healing has been started off. And there's number 18, as we're just discussed. The healing was started off with that wonderful new moon in Virgo. Pisces helping us to connect to the cup and see through our illusions and connect to our gifts, because that's the most important thing. Connecting to our gifts and seeing through our illusions. And there's Saturn. And Saturn is our truth, and this is connected to the Three of Swords. So, and karma. This is connected to the Three of Swords and karma. And Saturn is the Lord of karma and helps us to see our truths. To see our truths so that we can transform. We transform from our pain. We transform from our heartache. We transform from our conflict. We transform from that, you know, when you're just bumping into stuff in life, the constant push and pulls, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. We pull the gaps in. We close that stuff up. It's not so push and pull because we're getting in the flow and we're healing and we're vibing and we're harmonizing because we're telling truths. We're telling truths. And that all starts by telling the truth. The truth to yourself within, creating that truth within, and allowing that space to be filled with your truth. So first we gotta clear it out so that we can put it all in and we can put our truth within and we can allow it to expand. But this is the beautiful part. We don't have to put our truth within. Our truth is already within. We just have to allow it to come without. And that's where purging the toxicity, purging the things that are not our beliefs, purging our programs, purging the things that are holding us down, the things that we think we need to believe in, not what we actually believe in. Those things they're holding up space within. And we need that stuff out, whichever way it's coming. Body, mind, soul. So we can allow room for the light within, and then we're growing. We're allowing growth, and we expand just like anything else on the planet. And we want to reach vector equilibrium. We want to equal the same within as we do without, so we're balanced. And we do that by using the Fibonacci spiral. We create that. We create the healing spiral, the God spiral, and we spiral and heal out of that. And we allow ourselves to make mistakes. We allow ourselves to see things from a different perspective, from a point of view. Maybe we go down the same road many times because we're picking something up to string it all together. And as we string it all together, we just spiral right out of there. And then we're at a whole different space, and that's where we're at. We're mastering ourselves with our new beginnings. We're our own alchemists. We can't allow our old behaviors, our old patterns to pull us down and to start, it's very comfortable to start wanting to be creating back there. We don't want to be going back there. We want to start creating. Remember, remind ourselves, no, we came here to create. We're creating new patterns now. To create new patterns, we're creating with different energy. Our energy. Because we've let go of all that other stuff. Now, I need to crack this code and have a drink of some watermelon juice. And we'll talk about this, and I want to get one more message, you starseeds. I love you guys. This is a beautiful message. This is the Judgment card in the tarot. This is all about understanding that if you are going to live the life of your dreams, that you have to do it. You actually have to act on it. You have to create it. You have to build it. You must do it. And that we recognize that our mortality is coming at around 60 years. But many of us are recognizing that sooner. And I believe that that's happening so that we can understand, yes, we will cross over. And what are we going to build? We're going to build now. Like, I'm recognizing that at 38 years old, right? 39 years old. That's what I've recognized within that time of my expansion. That, yeah, we are going to pass. Now is the time to create what I need to create. And it's about harvesting. This card specifically speaks of harvesting because it takes 29 years for Saturn to orbit the sun. We understand things here. We've gained wisdom. We are reaching maturity here. This card speaks of maturity. We're not a little kid anymore. We've matured. We understand the way the world works. Yes, the child is present. The child is here to create with. But higher self is here. And higher self is connected to the oneness, to our experiences. And we create. And this has to do with our karma. Mars is the emperor. This is all about fighting for something we believe in, fighting for something that matters, fighting for something that means something to us, and we gotta fight for it. We actually expand with this. It's the God spark fighting with it. We use that to fight not with ourselves, but we fight for the greater good, for our light, for what we're building. That's what this card is about. And it leads us to Scorpio, I transform. And this is the death card. And this is all about dealing with your karma and fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for what means something to you, what's actually of value to you. It's connected to the Cups energy. And we know we're connected to the Cups energy. And believe it or not, this 11th house, it actually is connected to the 3 of Cups in the tarot in this deck. And that's the connection. And this is all about, it's actually about connection. This card actually is about connection in our relationships and our connections to people, and actually being friends. Actually being friends with the people that we have connections with. Our connections actually meaning something, those vibrations meaning something within our lives to create with. You know, we're not just hanging out with, you know, people because we're lonely and letting them suck off our energy and putting ourselves in situations that are not allowing us to vibe high. We have to be friends with ourselves first and foremost to see that. And here with Virgo, I analyze. Well, this is the Hermit card. And this card is connected to healing, just healing. Your self-routine, your self-care, your organizational skills. It's not hyper-focusing on them because as Virgo, Virgo energy can be very critical. It can be very self-critical. We don't want to be self-critical. We want to use this energy to heal with. So we're looking at our diet. We're looking, how do we exercise? How do we use self-care? This card is all about healing. And that's the connection to the number 18 right there. And the message was Saturn. The message was Saturn. And Saturn's been retrograde, and Saturn coming out of being in retrograde. And now it's about our healing and putting our healing into play. And what have we learned? Because at the end of the day, starseed, twin flame, soulmate, we are expanding, person on earth. And you know, we are expanding to heal, to create the golden ages, a better tomorrow. And you know, we can get caught up in these labels all we want. I just want to say this is 6 balance. We know what we're doing here. We're balancing out our heartbreak. Because we can get caught up in these labels all we want. You know, am I a twin flame? What's a soulmate? Starseed. What's this? What's that? You know, divine masculine, divine feminine. We just want to be woke. The goal is to be woke, to expand. That's the charge right there. It's not, yes, we need to know what things are so we can understand. We know what things are to understand, but then we don't let that keep us in the box. We understand that at the end of the day, no matter what, we're all coming back to oneness, and how we get there is how we get there. We all come back to oneness, and what we're doing is we're healing and restoring and repairing and raising the vibes. We're raising the vibes for a better future, a better tomorrow. And as a starseed and a twin flame, this is part of our path. One of the things we said we would come here to do. And that's why we gotta keep on trucking with our life. And that's why I'm here, to heal and raise the vibe with you guys. I feel like I've said a lot. I want to get one last message. I love it, guys. Adventure. And our new adventure is just awaiting us. We just have to add the positive charge and decide. We let go of what's no longer serving us. We have to say goodbye. And that's what is in that 4 of Cups, that 4th cup that's connected to our heart. That 4th cup is what we don't want to say goodbye to it. But we say goodbye to it because it's stagnant. It's got to go. We looked in it and felt in it so many times what we were feeling in it. It's rotten. We goodbye, fourth cup. Now we're left with 3. That's our abundance. That's our connection. And we said goodbye. That served a purpose. But now we're going to go on, and we're going to go on with a new adventure. And there's so much rainbow light within these cards. Within these cards, you can see it right here before we get the message. This is where you can see it really begins to activate with the number 18, Virgo. Get in that hermit energy. And then we're moving towards the 11th house and Saturn. And even though this is the 3 of Swords, this is the most colorful card because we're dealing with our karma here. We're actually dealing with it. So it's not so scary. It's like once you deal with that stuff that you're running from, it's not so frightening anymore. You've achieved something. When we are truly in a spirit of adventure, we are moving just like this child, full of trust, out of the darkness, out of the forest, into the rainbow of the light. We go step by step, drawn by our sense of wonder into the unknown. Adventure really has nothing to do with plans and maps and programs and organization. The page of rainbows represents a quality that can come to us anywhere. At home or in the office, in the wilderness or in the city, as well as a creative project or in our relationship with others. Whenever we move into the new and unknown with the trusting spirit of a child, innocent and open and vulnerable, even the smallest things in life can become the greatest adventures. And that's what we're doing, and that's why we need the child. We need the child free. We need to free that child. So we stop comparing ourselves to others. We free that child. We came here to create with our light. We let go of control. We're on our path. And we've matured. We've reached maturity. And in reaching maturity, we start again. Expanded. And now we get to create. We can create it. We can give it to ourselves. Now, yeah, we got to do some work. But it's for us. It's for the planet. It's for our loved ones. It's what we came here to do. We came here to create with our light. In our lives, you matter. We matter. We are one. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. I will see you again soon. I love you guys. Take care, all these star seeds and twin flames. Let's talk soon.